Good morning to my nephews and nieces from all around the world. How are you doing today? Very nice car in front of me, Mercedes-Benz E250. Now today I want to tell you a story. I want to tell you the story of how I flushed a toilet at the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. But we'll get to that shortly. I want to tell you something about our country, Kenya. We are currently going through the rainy season here in Kenya. And in spite of the fact that it's raining almost every day, there is rarely water in our taps. We have frequent power outages. Yeah? And in some sections of the country, we have flooding going on. Can you imagine that? In the middle of the rainy season, there is no power, there is no water in the taps. And the crazy thing is that this happens every year. Every year we go through the same cycle. Every year it rains. Somehow this leads to less water in the taps. And this leads to power outages. And our power is hydroelectric. The thing that is even more sad is the fact that this is 57 years since our independence. Can you imagine that? 57 years. Someone who was born when we got independence is now retired in Kenya. And we still have no water in our taps. And people keep telling me, oh no, but look at other African countries. They're faring way worse than us. And I'm like, why should we compare ourselves to other failures? That doesn't make any sense. We should compare ourselves with countries that make sense, with countries that are making progress. And that's why I'll make such a comparison today. A few years ago, I visited the tallest building in the world, the Burj Khalifa, in Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates. And it was the first time I ever paid to enter a building. I think I paid $160 or something, just to enter the building and go up to the 125th floor. Yeah? So once I got to the 125th floor, I looked around a bit, took a few photos and all that. But there's one thing I couldn't wait to do. I went to the washrooms and I flushed the toilet. I wanted to see, would there be any water on the 125th floor of a building in a desert? And of course there was. This is Dubai. There was water on the 125th floor of a building in a desert. While we in Africa, 57 years after independence, we rarely have water in our taps in the capital city. We're not even talking about the small towns in the countryside. We're talking about the capital city of Nairobi. I find this to be really sad. Yeah? And I know many people will tell me, oh, but Dubai have oil. You see, the thing that people don't realize is that Dubai doesn't have as much oil as you think. Oil in Dubai accounts for less than 5% of their GDP. Can you imagine that? Less than 5%. So don't tell me about oil. They had little oil, but they had visionary leadership. The current ruler of Dubai, His Highness Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, is a serious man. He knows where he wants to take his emirate. And he has the support of his people because they can see the results. Yeah? So Dubai has oil, but we in Kenya have immense resources too. Just to my left here, just here, without even going far, this is the Nairobi National Park, the only park within a city in the world. This is a major tourist attraction. What do we do with the money that we get from it? You tell me. We have amazing weather and climate in Kenya. Look at this beautiful place. We have wildlife. We have forests. We have white sandy beaches. We have everything we need in this country. Why don't we have water in the 21st century? 57 years after independence. Our leaders should be ashamed of themselves. In fact, I dare say, with the amount of resources we have in Kenya, yeah, and with proper visionary leadership, Kenya should be a donor country. I'm going to repeat that. Kenya should be a donor country. We should be giving money to other countries. I saw us receiving a donation of oranges sometime from Egypt. Can you imagine that? We who live in heaven on earth were receiving a donation of fruits from a desert country. Does that sound right to you? That's madness. That's madness. We as Africans need to do better. We need to do better. So tell me, which country are you watching us from? Do you have running water in your country? Reliable running water? Do you have reliable power? Yeah? Are you making progress as a country? Are you where you're supposed to be? Or are you just joking around like we are here in Kenya? Please let us know in the comment section. Look at the beautiful weather I'm telling you about. It's very early in the morning and the sun is already out. Do you believe that Africa can do better? Let us know in the comment section. So I'm going to end today's video here. Have a great day ahead and see you around. Cheers, man.